Hello, my lovely YouTube beauties. I just have to make this public service announcement. Urgent. I'm gonna label it urgent. And I'm gonna try to take the comments off because I definitely want feedback. I wanted to make everybody who wear locks needs to hear this. Be careful what these people are putting in your hair. So for me, I don't have locks. I get braids. This time I got twists. And I wash my hair at home before I go because, not throwing shade, Africans don't know how to wash hair. They use whatever they use. I don't even know if it's shampoo half of the time, and they don't use conditioner. I have shampoo, I have conditioner, I have the products at home. So boom. I knew that my stylist wasn't going to wash my hair, so I did it myself. I live in Brownsville, and there's a place, it was a big spot, and they moved and they separated. And it was a Guyanese lady that was washing hair, and she was very rough. She used Suave to wash my hair, and I'm telling her that's white people products. And it's crazy because my mother, she used to use white people products in my hair when I was a kid. And my mother was amazing because, in spite of not using conditioner, my mother got my hair straightened. It always came out good. Dudley's was the product that my mother would use. And then Dudley's was the product that the hair salon would use. And then my mother would use white people shampoo. So Vaseline and a hot comb, that was her ingredients. And I remember like being in The Color Purple with that scene when the child was like, ow, that was me when I was a kid. And finally, when I got to the 5th grade, I'm like, Daddy, can I just go to the salon? Mommy killing me. So from 5th grade up until I was old enough to pay for my own hair, I went to the salon. And my mother didn't do my hair anymore because it was just too painful. She didn't use conditioner. And when I would go to the salon, way different, right? So that's how it felt when I was with this lady, and I was like, oh my God, let me wash my hair myself before I get my hair done, right? And I'm happy I did that. I go to the salon, and there are 2 people who come in with locks. One was a man, one was an older female. The older man, the young man, he was young. He had to be my age or younger. And his eyes were closed. His eyes were closed. He was in the zone. Sometimes you get your hair washed, whatever. But for me, I have a nose and I smell. So I'm thinking, how does he not smell this Dawn dish detergent? Right? This is what the lady did. She took it and she put some in her hand. She washed his hair and the other lady's hair. And when they sat in a styling chair, she put it in her black bag so they couldn't see it. The way she did it was very sneaky, right? So I knew off a rip, maybe they didn't know. Also, she used a black bottle that didn't have any name on it. So I'm saying that to say this. You have to pay attention to the products that people are putting in your hair. For me, I do. Like, it's just a habit for me. If I'm not smelling something because the conditioner that I use at home is the same conditioner that they use in the salon, the Dominican thing, right? So I know that they're using the proper products. And I'm just going to show y'all. Just to show y'all an example. Now, this is what they call the silicone mix hair treatment. I know it might come off backwards, but this is silicone mix. So those of y'all who are natural heads like me, I've never had perm. Growing up, Trinidadian women used to do my hair. Shout out to them because they were some good beauticians, and they was good. And once I gave birth, like once I had my son, the Dominicans took over, and this is what they use: silicone mix Avante. It's the same smell, and that's how I know that that's what they use. Silicone mix. And those of y'all that's Dominican, or you go to the Dominicans, you know what I'm talking about. It's that smell, you know. It's you know, their product, and you could see the labels and everything on their shampoos. The lady that was left in the shop was defending her hard, like, oh, you don't do locks, and locks are hard to wash. Let me tell you something. My personality and who I am, my character, I'ma figure it out. And I ain't using no dish detergent on nobody's motherfucking hand. That's crazy to me. And I just told my friend, he's like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to tell everybody I know what I saw today. It's mind-blowing, because what she also said is, if they don't ask, we don't tell. Then she proceeded to say, you think we the only ones who use dish detergent? You think we the only ones? Then she tried to throw shade with the thing that really bothered me is she tried to throw Dominicans under the bus, like, oh, you know, you don't know what they're using in your hair. I said, well, actually I do. I have a good sense of smell. I'm always asking questions, you know, and just for going, even when I go to the Africans to get twists like this or braids, I want to know what you're putting in my hair, because I'm paying for it. This is not a free service. I want to know what you're putting in my hair. That's how my mother raised me that way, and I'm going to stick to that. I'm paying for it. I have a right to know. Just like with food, takeout, you got people that will put their hand in their pants, wipe their boogers, and serve you food. You better watch. You better watch. It's serious out here. And they just opened up. This is Brownsville, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to do that in front of the right person, and they're going to really hurt them. Putting dish detergent in people's hair. They done lost all of their mind. That's not right. I don't care how you spit it. Right is right and wrong is wrong. If they don't ask, you don't tell, which means you know that it's wrong. Because I'm like, why don't you just... And then just like my friend said, he's like, do they use dish detergent for their hair? That's a good question. Probably not. If dish detergent is so good to use and it's not a problem, and the same stuff that they use in dish detergent they use in... No, they don't, because I'm a living testimony that when my mom, not throwing shade at my mom, but when she used to do my hair stayed the same length. Stayed the same length. Also, when I went to the Trinidadians, my hair was healthy, don't get me wrong, but it never grew. After I gave birth to my son and I started going to the Dominicans, my hair got super long. Super long. It got to the middle of my back. That's the longest my hair has ever been. But they trim it, you know, Dominicans are very scissor happy. But if I don't cut my hair grows to the middle of my back. You know, not as long as this, but my hair grows with the Dominicans. So that's how I know that it's not all the same. Because Dominican products, they grow your hair. I'm a living testimony for that. My hair grew super long. Once I started going to the Dominicans, my hair got super long. Super, super long. So I know, you know, I know that their products work. You know, so to say, oh, dish detergent is the same thing as using Dominican product. No, you can't convince me that dish detergent is going to make somebody's hair grow. If anything, it'll probably dry it out. It's not going to make nobody's hair grow. And she's like, oh, look at YouTube. The YouTube and the Instagram that I've seen, people who detox people's locks, they use natural stuff, such as, I've seen what they use: vinegar, oil. They use, you know, natural stuff. That makes sense. Nobody uses dish detergent. That's just lazy, first of all. Because I feel like if you really care about your client, you'll just do a little bit of research to say, you know what, I have people coming in that have locks. Let me find out how to wash their hair. Or ask them, how did your previous beautician wash your hair? That's all you have to do. Like, I don't understand how we live in a society of people don't want to communicate. Like, I don't get that. You know, that's what you're supposed to do, communicate with your client. And this is why black businesses fail, because of stuff like that. You black just like they are, and you're gonna use dish detergent on their hair? That's like wicked. And to me, that's like a little prejudice too, because it's like you really don't care about people who have locks. That to me, I don't even have locks and I'm offended. I'm very offended right now. And the last thing she said was, you think we're the only one? You think we're the only one? That's the scary part, that they're not the only one. So I just wanted to put it out there. Those of y'all who wear locks, please, 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 please watch what they put in your hair.